So I'm Joseph, Joseph Sun. My Chinese name is Sun Shi. Well, I'm originally from China. I've been here for 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. I'm taking CO 1, 2, 3, and then Introduction to IED, which is equivalent to PDI 4. And then I went to Hasbro for an internship for half a year. Then I just came back and not taking Studio 6. So PDI is a special design program where you learn a lot of stuff like graphic design, user-centered interactive design, industrial design, and many other aspects of the design. But the program is a special design program because the professors most of them are from the social science department. So you're more thinking about the social science aspects of the design. So you're encouraged to think really deeply how designs can affect our society, how the designs can affect the way that we live in this world. So through a series of design studios, you learn how to make this world a better place. So we definitely learn social science, and we also learn how to integrate our engineering thinking, and for management 2 major students, how to integrate their management thinking together with the design, so that how to implement those knowledge into design discipline, and use design to change the world. So the first time I applied at PEI, I was applied for the environmental engineering actually. Then the first day I came in RPI, I switched to mechanical engineering because my grandpa and my uncle and aunt are all mechanical engineers, so they do have a great influence on me. And then the first day I went to the mechanical engineering, the first advisor meeting for the mechanical engineering. Then I learned that there is a special program called PDI. Right now we call it DIS, but it's the same program. So I heard that it's a program where you can learn how to design, how to use design thinking in your engineering. So I thought it's a great program, and then I talked to Professor David Hayes and learned more about it, and then I decided to join the program. So I would say, well, because I'm originally from China, I would say I wasn't good in doing teamworks, and especially I wasn't good at, I don't have a good leadership skills. Because I just came out from high school, I really don't have a lot of engineering knowledge, more design. I mean, I've been passionate about design for a long while, but because the influences from my family, I just decided to learn engineering. But then when I entered the PDI program, I really recalled my passion about design, and so I changed a lot from the first day I entered PDI.
So you said that.
Can you fix your shirt? It's kind of like popping up. It's kind of, yeah, it's good. There's just a little bit.
Joseph, how good?
Alright.
It's alright. It's better than my pants. Like mine.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
You look pretty good.
So, do I answer that question? Or,
No.
No.
I do have a passion in design, and the good thing about PDI program is that it's not really a artistic intensive design program. I don't really have a lot of drawing skills before I came in the program. So in PDI, we do a lot of teamworks. So PDI studios are project-based classes. So basically, from Studio 1, you do like 3 projects, I think. and then you work with 3 to 5 other people, or I mean, depends on. So the group size is varied from 2 people to 6 people, I think. Then you do the projects with your teammates. You learn the design process, and then you collaborate with your teammate. You pretty much do discussions in class, and then so the team together come out with the idea, the design idea, and then we pretty much iterate over and over again, and we finalize our idea. So in the end, we present to the whole class, and we write a report of our design, the whole process of iterations. So PDI, I mean, again, PDI is a program. So PDI teaches you a lot how to iterate on your ideas. And at the same time, you also learn other skills like Photoshop and drawing pretty pictures, and you practice like your engineering skills, something like drawing CAD, rendering CAD, and you may have chances to work with other engineers like electrical engineers. So in Hasbro, I worked as a product engineer. So what I did there was managing. I was managing product development process. So I had at the first of the term, I was managing like 3 projects, and my supervisor was guiding me. Then when I learned, after I learned after I attending meetings with my supervisor and learn what they do every day, I just suddenly recall what I learned in PDI. Like we do learn a lot of the product development process, and that development process that we learn in class is very similar to what they do in Hasbro, and that really helped me a lot, and helped me to pick up things really quickly in Hasbro. And as I'm doing mechanical engineering major, and I have a minor in marketing, I was working with I was in engineering departments and managing the stuff, the toy development. So I was doing engineering and PDI jobs at the same time, and I have a lot of time interacting with marketers, which I got benefit from my marketing minor. So that worked out. I was able to hold meetings, and so the first time when I came in at Hasbro, my supervisor held the meetings, and he kind of taught me how to talk to your teammates, how to interact with your teammates, what you are supposed to say in a meeting. I mean, how to plan your work. Why should you have a meeting instead of sending emails, things like that. Then I learned that, and then I became the person who scheduled the meeting, and I'm the person who because I don't understand the product development process, and I know where we are. I know whether or not it's important for us to have a meeting, or just send out emails or things like that. So then eventually I became the person who scheduled the meeting and who hold the meetings, and as I said, at the first of the term, I was managing like 4 product development, and by the end of my co-op, I was holding almost over 35 products at the same time. For the prospective students. So definitely someone with passion in design, but you don't really expect you can learn a lot of drawings. PDI program is PDI program, especially for students who are admitted to RPI. RPI is Engineering Institute, and it's really not a big school. And I think it's important for everyone to keep learning literal arts, liberal arts. So like learning literature and music, things like that. But in RPI, you don't really have a chance of learning those stuff. Then PDI could be a good substitute for you, because you learn critical thinking. You learn, you pretty much, the professor asks you to do a lot of readings. So in that sense, PDI program is also a good program to teach you to how you build better intellectual well-being. So I would recommend a person who have a passion in design, and also the person who just pretty much wants to be a better person and make an impact on the world through engineering. I like Dim the most because he is a professor who likes to check with you pretty much in every studio class. He wants to know what you're doing and how you're doing. So he is guiding you through the process pretty well. And whenever you have a question, you can ask him. And so it's just that your communication with him is really good. And you do learn a lot of stuff. I mean, not just design and how, as I said, thinking critically. Okay, so in PDI 3, I was working with Dan and Lucas on a project that we call, we redesigned an alarm clock, and we probably call it cubic clock. We don't really have a name that specifically for that project. So essentially, we iterate the ideas, and we really came up with a really cool design that it's intuitive to play with. The clock is intuitive to play with, and it looks really cool. So we worked with an electrical engineering outside PDI, and he helped us to design the circuit and did some programming in that clock. Then I, as a mechanical engineer, drew the CAD work and did the rendering of the CAD. And we used laser cutters in the architecture school to make the prototype. And we did, I think we did 3 prototypes. And then we finalized our prototype, and the electrical engineer put in the circuits, and we assembled the clock. And so then the clock was working, and it's really fun, and it's really a fun project. So from PDI, I pick up the passion. So I pick up the design passion from PDI, and I think, and now I'm really interested in interactive design, and I think this is the direction I want to go into after I graduate. So I want to work in a design consulting firm, or I go to a graduate school to keep learning interactive design. So from PDI, I pick up a lot of design thinking skills, and I have a solid engineering background. So what I need to do next is pretty much draw pretty pictures and pick up some psychology, learn how people interact with objects. So again, PDI is not really a typical design program, and you don't expect to learn industrial design from PDI. You expect to learn, as I said, critical thinking skills, and you expect to learn design thinking, how designers design those stuff. You will learn a lot on how designers think, and why the world that we live in is the way it is.